Good morning. You've had a little bit of time to reflect on your start. I'm not going to ask you about winning titles or anything like that, but are you ahead of schedule? People said the important thing was you have a pre-season to work with the players. But are you ahead of where you thought you'd be 11 games into the Premier League?
I think we said this before, that everybody should be able to see that we worked together. So that's what happened until now, and I'm actually, maybe I would have had a lot of time to think about it, but I didn't. Reflect 11 games or something. I know, meanwhile, that because I saw the games, we had a few really good ones. That's how it is. But that's all what happened. And I'm not trying to play it down or whatever, however you would say. So it's good. It was good. But the important word in this sentence is was. And so then we had if you want, 10 days break with players all around the world coming back with in different situations, playing 90 minutes at the other end of the world, had only a long flight, played 60, whatever, in a very intensive game, got a big defeat, big win, and all that stuff. So we cannot be the same team which we were before the international break. That's always like this. So the challenge is now to find together immediately and to come back on the right track, on our track. It's and that's what we have to do. And that is the thing I thought about, not how we can do this, because Southampton, if you would have asked me nearly at each point in the season until now, I would have said the biggest surprise for me again is Southampton. So they did again an unbelievable job. We have a really good team, and I think 4 players of our team is from Southampton. So few other clubs used them too, I would say. And again, they have this team, and perfect decision with the manager. Claude Puel is an unbelievably experienced man, and you can see it in each game. And now we watched 3 games of them. Result-wise, it was not that good in the last few games, because of different reasons. But it was not about the performance. Performance was always good, even when they lost against Chelsea or whatever. It was good. So, and that's what we think about, and not what we did until now. Only what we can use from the things we did until now, and what will helpful, in the game against Southampton. That's all.
I think as a manager, you hope all your players come back fit.
Of course.
What's the situation there, and especially Adam Lallana?
Actually, I would say 95% is really good news. But with Adam, we don't know it exactly. So, of course, nobody get off the pitch when you don't feel anything. I spoke to him already, felt, but we couldn't do a scan until now, so we have to wait for this. Yeah, how you can imagine, it will be close, really. Time until Southampton is short, so don't know. But hopefully not too serious. But we have to wait. So.
You have 4 players on England duty. There's clearly been something of an incident this weekend. Have you got concerns about how they're being looked after, or have you spoken to any of them about that sort of process?
Which process?
The process of being looked after by the FA in between games, which perhaps sees some people in bars or nightclubs between games.
Actually, maybe you should tell me what exactly happened. I heard a little bit about it, but I'm not sure. Somebody saw Wayne Rooney doing what?
I think he was drinking with a wedding party.
Who? What did he drink? No, it was not. It was not on a. It was a video. Or was a picture. What was it?
It was pictures, I think.
So it's not proof that he actually drank it. So only
He's apologised.
for having a glass of whatever in his hand.
Absolutely, he's apologised for his conduct.
He's apologised for the images. Just to clarify, if you're asking the manager.
So no idea, and no idea. So no problem. I can. Most of the time I speak about things I have no idea about. So why shouldn't I do it now? What I can say, and I feel really for the players in a lot of. I know we are all on the sunny side of life, and we earn a lot of money, and we do the job we love, and all that stuff. But at the end, maybe it's a surprise. There are human beings behind the kid. And sometimes we are invited at something, and maybe it's, I don't know, wedding, birthday, So then we can play the professional role still and say, no, don't drink, no, please. And if you smoke, please, 20 yards between me and you, because I don't want to be a passive smoker. I think that's not how life works. So these boys, this generation is the most professional generation of footballers, not only in England, but in England too, we've ever had. All the legends you still love and all the guys you still admire and all that stuff, they drank like devils and they smoked like crazy and they were still good players, and nobody does it anymore. I don't know anybody. We had a few at a Christmas party and I had nearly to do it like this, that they start drinking. So that's how it is. That's not, these guys are not professional players. It's all about timing, and when you're in the wrong moment at the wrong place, it's in life always not good. As a professional player too, I have no idea where Wayne was, but I'm pretty sure it was not really serious. It was not really serious, and our life is, and that's the not so nice part of our life. All we do sounds like a big catastrophe when it's not perfect, and it isn't. So sometimes it's good to have a situation like this. You can find a player, got good money for whatever, can do something good with the money, and then you go on. It's nothing. It's not, from my point of view. I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing. And the German national team were in Rome, and I saw some pictures where they're out in a restaurant. They had no glass in the hand, but do you think they didn't drink? Yeah, that's how it is. That's the life we live under a glass. We know it most of the time. We function, sometimes not, and then the whole world is talking about. And in 1, 2, 3 days or weeks, nobody remember what happened today. So why we make a big thing of it now?
Jurgen, several players have said that the reason for the good start to the season is the confidence that you have instilled in them. What do you think is the reason for the good start?
The skills of the players. The training we did together, the attitude from the players, the decisions they made on the pitch. Yeah, what I said, but for sure, we are confident too from the coaching side. We say the things we do in training, they are helpful. That's why we do it. But that you can see it on a pitch, that's the player's job. And they did it brilliant until now, but that's all.
How important is it that you keep that going and that you have from Southampton that you mentioned earlier? It's been a very interesting link between the two clubs over the years. How important are those Southampton players in your squad, former Southampton players, to you?
They are not Southampton players anymore. Yeah, I former good, but they are not. I'm a former Dortmund manager, but I'm not anymore. So that's not too important, but of course it's part of the story. No, in our situation, so how we feel, how we played until now. That's you want to go, and everybody wants. They want to go to Southampton and get something there. In Idle World, 3 points, but it's difficult. That's the only thing I say. It's not impossible. Of course not. It's possible. When we play our best, then we are much more difficult to play than Southampton can imagine in a moment. So that's how it is. But for this, I don't know. I didn't see all my players until now. The Brazilian guys were yesterday, and they came back yesterday night. We tried everything to make it as comfortable as possible to bring them back, but I didn't see them, I didn't speak them, but because I hope they slept immediately and all that stuff. So that's how it is. No idea. We will see. We have to. Yeah, again, to play our best. That's all. But it's and again, and that's what at the beginning when I spoke about Southampton. That's why my respect couldn't be bigger, because the job they did and do is really, really good. And yeah, you have to, it's not too important for the preparation for the game. It's only my opinion, but we saw them often enough, and meanwhile, and we will be prepared as good as possible, and that's what we have to do.
Talk about there's been a tricky period with the players returning, some are up and some are down, playing different periods, all around the world. Are you concerned about losing your own momentum when you get back into that?
Absolutely not. 0.0. That's not because I don't think about momentum. I think momentum is always what you can speak about after the game. So you use it again. Before the game, you can say we can say we have to use the momentum again, but nobody knows how it works. What's the momentum before the game? let's try to do our best. Let's try to play football. Let's try to do what we spoke about. Let's try to do what we, or to use what we saw when we prepared the game and all that stuff. That's not, the momentum is nothing you have to talk about before the game, so I don't think about it. No, and it's the same situation for all the other teams too. But I only try to describe our situation, because you asked me what is a little bit of difficulties before ahead of this game. No, but it's for all the teams the same. Even Southampton, Fonte played Portugal, I don't know where. So we know all that stuff. There are a lot of players who are on the road too. So that's how it is. There's no advantage, no disadvantage. It's like it is. But after international breaks, that's a special situation. That's how it is. And usually you have the players here. You can see how they feel. You can see how they. But even then, they can get injuries in training, of course. But it feels different when you see them playing or not, or you can see them playing. But like it's not for me, not possible to watch the Brazilian games live, 1:30 at nighttime or whatever. So you wake up in the morning, it's different. And the first thing you look is on the smartphone. If somebody wrote you anything, and when there's no message, it's the first good sign.
You see Daniel Sturridge make an impact for England. What kind of mood is he in when he returns to the club? And
very good.
What he does for England, does that impact on your thinking and picking him perhaps?
My opinion is very good about Daniel. It never changed, and I saw the game, and he scored a wonderful goal, and he's a wonderful football player. So why should I change after 70-something minute in the first game, no minute in the second game, right? No minute in the second. It didn't change. It's very positive. So when he came back, and obviously he was happy to see us again. I could see in his face, in his kind of training, in his attitude, the fun he had in a training session. So he was really happy to be back. Well, good sign, huh?
Could he be happier by playing more, I guess?
Not yesterday, because there was no game, but in general, I was a player for a few years, so yes, probably.
Jurgen, it's been confirmed now that Liverpool are going to have to play 2 games in under 48 hours over the Christmas and New Year period. Obviously, the TV companies pay a fortune for the rights to televise these games, and the clubs benefit. But do you think there's got to be a better way in the next negotiations that doesn't penalise clubs to the extent that you are, and also fans are being penalised as well?
How? Because
do you think the negotiations should take that into consideration in the future?
I'm not here to talk about TV contract consideration, whatever, or negotiation or whatever. It's the only thing I said. I don't think it makes too much sense. But in my life, I thought this about a lot of things, and I always accepted the situation when you couldn't change it anymore. The thing I said was we have to try to talk to somebody who has influence on it. Yeah, we did. And it led to nothing, so that's how it is. But I never want an advantage for Liverpool FC and say, okay, let's play City and United and Tottenham after 36 hours, but give us. I think it's not a Liverpool. It was never for me a Liverpool problem or whatever. It was a football problem. So I know a few other teams have exactly the same. What I asked for was, I think, not play another day. I asked for a few hours. I thought. I think actually still it could have been possible, but it obviously it isn't. So it's not important what I think, and we accepted it long ago. Actually, I didn't think about it anymore. I was a little bit angry in the first moment, or excited in the first moment, and I accepted it long ago. I've never thought that something will change. So, we play Sunderland at 2nd of January, and that's not a problem anymore. And you don't need me to tell you that the period, end of December and the whole January, is not the best period for English football. No, don't need me. And I will not say it. It's like it is. We take it like it is. And then in summer, there's no tournament, but then we talk again about the problems English football had, because I don't think there are a lot of problems actually. Brilliant players. I saw the team playing again. Good defense, good offense. Everything is there. Goalkeeper, good manager. all there. And now you have to work on the things that you can win at one day, something in the summer, big tournaments.
How do you think Southampton have been able to withstand losing their best players over the past couple of seasons consistently, but still, as you've already mentioned, it's something that's surprised you so far, how well they've done?
Actually, I don't know them. But what I saw in the last few days, they had to replace a manager, a very good manager. What a decision. Really, really great. So they had to replace Sadio Mane. If you ask me now, who would have been the best replacement? Redmond is quite a good choice. They have to replace Pele. Oops, worked. So they could keep Tadic, very good player. Midfield, that's all around. It's all around a good football team, which with players. Before they struggled wherever maybe a little bit there, or they have really the scouting obviously is really, really good. Compliment. That's how I think that the job should be done, so that's the only thing I say. But not to forget, we want to go there and win, not to celebrate their wonderful scouting department. So, but in this moment, that's what I thought the last few weeks. Now we play against them, and now we know what we have to do.
Anything from Brave City, Adam? Jurgen, can I just ask how Joe Gomez is coming along? I know he played in a behind closed doors game during the international break. How's he coming along?
Good. Good, but there's absolutely no rush in it, and we should. I really think we should stay cool. I'm really happy to have him back. First time that I really saw him in a match live. Was not the most difficult game for a centre half, I would say, but he did well. Training is good. Now we can start working on the tactical things. For this, he will have match time. Don't know exactly when we start this. We have to be very, very sensitive with all the things, all the signs. It was a long time he was out. Obviously, what you can see now, he's a real physical talent. So body-wise, he's really in good shape. But we want him for the long term, and so the education starts now.
You spoke just then about Coutinho's performance this season. It's unsurprisingly seen him being linked with clubs like Barcelona. You've got a long-term contract here. How important is it to get those sort of players on long-term contracts, and how well placed is the club to keep hold of those sort of players?
I think we spoke about this already, didn't we? So, honestly, football is not different. The very, very good players you always want to keep long term. The average player, sometimes you want them to stay and sometimes not. No, not a big surprise, eh? So, and it's about us. It's about the club. It's about the club is not a problem. So our owners are not a problem. So it's about creating the perspective that nobody want to leave. That nobody wants. That's all about. At the end, it will not be money if there's a club who can pay the double of what we pay, and then I bring the player there, because who am I that I say, no, please don't think about your family and the kids and the grandkids and their kids and all that stuff. Of course not, but I don't know a lot of clubs in the world who are able to do this. And but first of all, before we think about money and talk about money, we have to create an atmosphere in and around the club where nobody wants to leave. So, and that's it. And so, in this moment, I'm not worried about anything. The moment the players like to be here, it's a job. Yeah, it's our job to the job we have to do that it stays like this.
Following up on that, so really keeping the atmosphere where they like it will mean bringing coaches etc. to the club. So, as you're now top of the table, do you think other clubs will look at you differently? Now you're in the Premier League.
At us, as a team.
Do you think other clubs will view you differently now you are?
When we go and play them,
Yeah.
I don't think there's. Yeah, maybe Chelsea. Chelsea changed the system after we played them. You know, yeah, when you play them in a team, and then I like it. If you lose, then it's part of the preparation for the next game. Why not? It's we have the opportunity to get the points back or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, pretty early in the season, that the other teams, especially when they had to watch us because we played them 1 or 2 weeks later, yeah, they knew already that we are not the worst team in the Premier League. So that's it. But I have no idea what they especially think. But I don't care too much. That shouldn't sound too confident. It's only why should we? We have no idea actually what they think. So if I have no idea why I should think about it, no, that's it. We try to do our job, and we did it until now. We have to do it in the next few weeks, which will be very intensive. You know it. So, and being prepared for what I said, all what we do now, all what we do in November, December, January, February, is all preparing or creating a basis for the rest of the season. You need to be wherever you want. If you would say now we fight for European League, yeah, nothing is decided until now. If you say we fight for Champions League, nothing is decided. You can some teams maybe want to be champion, and at the end there are 6. They played a good season, but because so many other teams played a very good season, you're out of the Champions League or European League, whatever. So that's possible. So we don't have to think about it. We don't have to think what they do. We have to think about what we have to do. And it's a lot, really a lot. And yeah, Southampton is the next hurdle to jump over.
Final question is Fred from Brazil Sports.
Hi, Bob. I'm from Brazilian Press. It's really nice to meet you. And I would like to talk about Felipe Coutinho again. He's becoming now the player that we always dreamed about. So I would like to know your opinion about his growth, and if you think that his future is here in Liverpool.
Second part or third part of the question, I don't know. I forgot actually the beginning, but I think, yeah, my feeling, my opinion is that he feels really well here, yeah, and yeah, we all hope and think that his future is here at Liverpool. Actually, what everybody forgets when you think about Phil is very often that he's still very young. So you say now he is the player you've ever dreamed of. Nice. With 24, is he now 24? Yeah. So still young, and a long way to go, and a lot of space for improvement, a lot of space for development. But of course, he's now in the age where the skills, in a mixture with the experience you made in the past, give you more consistency. That's it. And with the teammates around, yeah, it's getting better and better. Hopefully, the way it's started only and it's not finished. I'm sure it only started, so that's all good. But one thing to Brazilian football, congrats to this team, because as long as you can play without Roberto Firmino, you must have a wonderful team, and you are the big favorite for me for the next World Championship. A little bit pressure for Brazil, eh?